Welcome to the city of Ankh. We've built this place over the last 15 episodes. We achieved everything I set out to achieve in my playthrough. If you haven't seen it, I'll link the playlist in here. This video will probably be in that playlist, so you can watch it if you want to. If you're just here to see me break the game, there's a few things I will do first. My city is looking good and proper. We have around 5,000 people right now. I will crank those numbers up quite a bit. First things first, a few preparations I have to make. The first preparation I have to do is everyone gets less to eat. One piece of food is enough for everyone, especially for my slaves. Under access, they get less food. And there's a nice place in here where I'm quickly throwing together a new district. Don't worry, you won't have to sit through it all. I'll make it a bit faster and then show you the new district in a bit. Okay, just quickly, what I'm building here, as you can see, is quite a big district, and I'm just building two huge warehouses. What I need them for, I'll tell you later. Some basic necessities, so my people that will live over here don't starve, which is food and some furniture for their homes, as well as wells for some water and a place where they can relieve themselves. And then I'm giving them some entertainment, because if we're making a place this densely populated, might as well have some place on the stage for them. So all this is doing for us is basically giving us a lot of living space. What I also did is, on the world map I had to get rid of all my mercenaries because we went broke, and I made peace with the faction we were fighting last. But all of that is non-consequential for this. I'll just speed it up until this is finished, and then I'm starting to break the game. Okay, our new district is almost finished. I'm just upgrading a few things and now we want to get our warehouse up and running. Sadly, we need 1100 furniture for it. And we only have 800. There's a bit coming in. But I'll just go over to my neighbor over here, Aegis, who was our friend for most of the game, but lately has decided that they want to end our bug dominance. So, as you can see, if I offer them 18,000 leather armor, they give me nothing. They don't want to pay me anything because they hate my guts right now. Understandable, we are at war after all. Let's say we want some of his meat. Will cost us dearly, except if we take all of it, we overflow the number and he gives it for free. So let's just order 100,000 meat. This is also a good way to crash your game, because they will try to find a place where they can store all the meat. If they don't find a place, they will go right over here to my throne and dump it on the ground. And if there's too many things on the ground, the game will start to slow down and crash eventually. Now Aegis actually wants to give me money for a piece because they just got a lot less wealthy. And because we traded so much, they absolutely love me. So we are just quickly making a trade agreement with them. And now we can sell them stuff. As for example, all of our meat, because we have quite a bit of meat coming in. Can also give them some fish, and why not? Let's just sell them all our... yeah, some of our weapons and armor. Sadly, he's pretty poor at the moment, because we just stole all his stuff. So my district over here is growing. What I'm going to do with it, I'll show you shortly. I'm just doing some upgrades. Okay, we are quickly making some space in our warehouses and telling them what to store. We are also going to store a bit more grain, simply because this will be... the other warehouse is also finished, because we will have a lot of grain. All that meat is coming in over here, 100,000. I'm building a few training grounds, because as you can see, I'm training up quite a few divisions. I need a lot of soldiers in my city for one thing only, and it is to keep the peace with my slaves. I have 4,000 slaves at the moment, which compared to my 1,500 citizens is quite a ratio, you can imagine. So if they decide they can rise up, we have a problem. What we can do to keep them submissive is we can get a bigger army, or we can make them happy. And making slaves happy is boring, so we get a bigger army. And to get a bigger army, we need to train. We need to train our people. Okay, what you can see here, all those caravans are the incoming meat deliveries, and they are already starting to stack up some meat around my throne because I don't have enough space for all of it. What I can quickly do is sell off a lot of it and get like 498,000 for it. Just so we get some space for all the stuff coming in. I also have a lot of space left in all my other things. No, not in here. Maybe in here. Yes, there's like 20 crates left. Quickly enabling a lot more space for the meat. In here the training grounds are filling up and being built. My PC is probably starting to poop itself now at the moment. Okay, we have 3 million. What we can do is we can go and use those 3 million. Over here is a nice and juicy city, which has probably a bit too much fortification to be not boring to watch. Let's do it anyways. We are going to recruit a lot of mercenaries, which is probably the most broken thing at the moment in the game. And we are going to okay, as you can see now, Liari is at the point where they want peace with us. Because we are quite wealthy compared to them now. Since we want to attack them, we will not take it and take the peace deal, and instead we are just going to fight them. The city is probably quite fortified, but there's another one over here which has no fortifications, so we are just going to use this city for demonstration purposes. Okay, now for the next thing. Our army is moving over to this city. This city is not defended, so we'll take it really quick. Yes, we can assault the city and we can win. So what we can do now is we can take a few captives, especially if we raise the city. There's quite a few captives to be had. And then we can puppet it. We can let it grow up again and then immediately besiege it again, attack it, raise the city. Now we get less captives, but still like 31, 1, 6 and 4. We are puppeting it. 21 people in there. We can attack again, assault, raise. 18 Cretonians. We are puppeting. 6 people living here, yeah? So we can use it to farm people. More or less. What we can also do is we can attack nations which are not directly bordering us, so they can't declare war on us on their own. We, on the other hand, can declare war on them. And we can assault them. And we can raise the cities. And we can get all the captives we can take. And we can abandon it, for example. And now we just look around for the next city that is undefended and has no walls. And the nation we just attacked immediately fires a truce with us because they can't attack us, because they are not next to us. So that's quite a big exploit in my opinion. What's happening over here is that all my captives are arriving and they will be enslaved in short order. On the world map, we are moving out. And look for juicy cities to take. This one looks nice and undefended. 2,500 people. Then there's one over here, one over here. We can march through the territory. There's no such thing as having a non-aggression pact or anything like that. We can just march through and attack them. Oh, this is on the way even. In here we are drowning in captives, all our prisons are full. We are enslaving like there's no tomorrow. We unlock a new title, new level because we have more than 7,000 population. What we can also do, since we have quite a bit of problem keeping all my slaves happy, is we can just tell all my Garfimi slaves, which are 80 at the moment, to become emancipated. So they are now part of my normal citizens. What we can also do, just because we can, is we can tell the Argonash to declare a day off. I'm a bit scared to look, but my throne room is also being completely trashed. So we can tell them to store like 50 vegetables in here and 50 fruit. And I think we've also ordered quite a bit of cotton, it's also already in here. We are having the problem that a few of our slaves are acting up. We have a lot of slaves rising up at the moment. They even took some weapons, pesky slaves. Okay, it's over. The slaves have won. Now they're just taking some stuff and then leaving. Now our settlement needs to get up and running again. My realm is collapsing in the meantime. Because we have not produced any administration. So most of the buildings are not working. So now my prisons are filling up again. We are reaching the threshold of slaves where they become unhappy with us. It does take a while until the slave uprising is starting, so maybe this time we can get to 8,000 before that happens. We are up to 7,500 people in our city. Our prisons are full. Almost full. Now we are enslaving at an astonishing rate. And we are at 8,000, and therefore we have unlocked the title The Great. But I think that's it. I've shown you a few ways you can break the game. There's still around 100,000 stone lying around, maybe 150,000 clay. My people are gathering it up. Yeah, alone. On this tile alone there's 4,500 clay. My population is quite big. We could try to get the other titles, but let's be honest, there's no point in it. We have unlocked the achievement. And I've shown you a few ways you can break the game. Everyone in the world is hating me. Understandably so. Except for Aegis, they are still loving me. Because I've given them peace. If you're interested in how we even got to this point, once again I'll link the playlist for the game, and in around 2 weeks I'll probably start my next colony if you want to follow me from the get-go. So thank you for watching, and see you the next time.